This is Peter Lau. Today is Friday, June 14th. I'm at 12751 Kling Street, Studio City, California. I'll be entering through the right side cleanout. In a brief moment, we will be transitioning to the end of the sewer line, as that provides the clearest video. We're about 130 feet into the main sewer line, where it ties in with the city sewer at a depth of 8 feet. I'll be making my way back towards the access point. Currently what you're seeing on the screen, that's the city sewer pipe. It runs about 6 inches in diameter. That's actually water flowing from the other homes on the block. So the way the sewer system works is that each home has their own individual sewer line that runs out and meets this city sewer pipe. And typically that connection is made out of clay, which is what you're seeing here. Most cities will use clay for their sewer line material. So the distance indicator is noted on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. As I pull back, you'll note that the number is decreasing, and once again that's because I'm working my way back from the middle of the street towards the home. Things that I'm looking out for within the clay piping, I'm looking out for offsets, root intrusion, and cracks. I will elaborate further if I run into any of those issues. There is some minor root intrusion noted within the line, and we will run into that in a brief moment. Water was ran prior to this inspection, which is why you're seeing just a little bit of water that's kind of residing, making its way away from the home and to the city sewer. There's a few reasons why I like to run water. One is to make sure everything is flowing properly, and I'm also looking out for any stagnant water within the line. So this is a good example of what an offset looks like. This is a very mild offset. It's not going to cause any blockages, but I'm going to use this as an example. So basically where it's two sections of pipe joined together, the joint becomes off-centered over time due to either root intrusion or earthquakes and tremors within the earth. And then that allows for the water to seep out of the offset and allows for the roots to grow in. Again, that was just an example. There was no roots or blockages on that particular offset. And here is another offset within the line. So offsets are extremely common to see within clay. And that's just some debris within the line that should flush away with regular water usage. I'm making my way up a downturn. So as I stated earlier, here is some root intrusion. Again, it's not enough to cause any blockages at the present time of inspection. Typically with the roots, as long as they're growing in at a joint, they don't cause any serious damage. And with roots, it is somewhat easily maintained. You can either get the line snaked or hydrogen it. Those are the two most common ways to clear out roots or debris within the line. Roots and debris, rather, not or. So just a sprig of a root on the very top side of that joint. Again, it's not causing any blockages. With about 62 feet remaining, we have transitioned to materials. So now we're within a cast iron. So cast iron typically seen in homes that were built before the 70s. This house in particular was built in 1959. So it's normal to see cast iron. So some issues with cast iron, one of them being the service life. The life expectancy of cast iron is about 60 years. However, I've seen many cases where it's lasted over 90 years. And over here, you're actually seeing some sections of ABS as well. ABS is found typically in newer homes. It's the preferred plumbing material. It's a plastic pipe. Has a long estimated service life of about 100 years. So all that means is that there's been some work done. There's been some work done to the line. They added in some ABS, most likely replaced the sections of cast iron that became too scaled. And what scaling is basically a buildup of minerals that gets caked onto the interior side of the line. And as we get further away from the street and closer to the home, you'll note that the pipe is actually shrinking in diameter. Again, that's normal. Within the clay portion of the line, it's about 4 inches in diameter, and once you get closer to the house, it can go anywhere from 2 inches to an inch and a half. So another issue with scaling is that since it gets caked onto the interior side, in essence, it shrinks the pipe. And basically it means if you have a lot of sewage flowing out at once, let's say you're flushing down a lot of toilet paper, that scaling could cause backups and blockages of the main line. So there's no blockage at the present time of inspection. With about 12 feet remaining, making our way up a downturn. And this concludes the inspection of the main sewer line. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to call, text, or email me. Thank you.